I think some of the things that we do, besides the normal attractions, are very key to the globe. And many of our travelers would want to come just because we're doing very well in terms of conservation. And of course, the national ban on hunting and poaching. I think this is another thing that is also attracting quite a number. Of course, looking at the numbers, in terms of performance, 2022, that's where we are. From 2021, we've seen the numbers have changed in terms of arrivals, and that's a very fast growth and recovery from 870 to 1.4. It's something. But actually, I want you to look at the receipts there. And even if you want to go back to what we had in 2019, we had 2.4 arrivals with 163 billion collection. But here we're talking of a lower number, 1.4, which is less a billion, I think a million. But we've already collected more than what we collected during that time. And so we can see that we are attracting now people who can stay in the country and spend a little bit more of their money in the country. And that's what we are calling quality, travelers. We want people who can really spend quite amount of money in our country. How are we affecting the Kenya Kwanza manifesto? How are we implementing it? Travelers pay directly, and they pay directly to airlines, to coaches, to rental cars, and it's affecting a chain of businesses. And then, of course, there are others that are affected indirectly, and these are services like marketing, like PR, and that's where we are actually. You're also beneficiaries of tourists coming to this nation. And probably as we partner for you to market us, we are saying that this is the area that we are affecting indirectly. And so also creation of jobs. Of course, the two layers create jobs, which again pays salaries, wages, profits, and all that. And so just to move quickly, what we the expectation and the Kenya Kwanza agenda commitment that it has given to the nation of Kenya is that we will nurture a tourism ecosystem that supports an independent traveler, particularly for young people. Why are we saying this? And I think whoever designed that commitment was very keen on studying the globe and knowing who is the next traveler. The next traveler is somebody who is aged 18 and 30, 35, somewhere there. And therefore, this 18 years person may not have much money. And so we need to come up with products that can support, be it in the transport. For you to go to Masai Mara today, you have to part with around 30,000 a charter, But if we have buses, tourism buses going there, I'm sure it will be cheaper. And I can tell you, it's an experience. Nobody wants to be in the air. We want to be down there, closer to the nature as even we travel. And I can tell you, this is an area that we are really working on. The other thing was to diversify our products. Kenya has been known to sell products of wildlife and, of course, beach. But then we have quite a lot, as I have said, the landscapes, the mountains, and everything else, adventure. Remember, Kenya again was rated as a destination adventure #1 in Africa and #10 in the globe. And so that is something that we need to take advantage of. And then, of course, diversifying the source markets to include African markets. We have realized Africa is not trading with itself, and that is very wrong. So as we talk about domestic tourism, Kenyans visiting, we've improved in that because we saw Kenyans sustaining tourism when we had COVID hit. And therefore, we also want to have Africa, trade with itself, and also Africa. We need to have numbers flowing from our African country. And I can tell you Kenya is doing very well. #2 is Uganda, and I guess #4 is Tanzania. But those are only neighbors. We want to see the SADC countries coming here, the country, the ECOWAS, is it the Western countries also visiting, the northern part of Africa visiting Kenya. So that is the diversification we are talking about.